live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. MLB The Show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. It's the Snakes taking on the Chargers. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Almost ready to get underway. And on the hill today, Pedro Martinez. How about a scouting report on him?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
This is Corbin Carroll. Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
That one not close, and it's a ball and a strike.
Here's a fun fact on Corbin, and I don't know if everyone remembers their first jersey, but Carroll certainly does. He used to rock an Ichiro Suzuki growing up.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Ellie De La Cruz at the plate. He's fast.
Faster than me?
Oh, you're over 50, Chris, so yeah. And this is inside.
Pedro's one of the most dominant pitchers in the history of the game, Boog, and he's known for his excellent command of the baseball and a variety of pitches that always seems to confuse lineups.
Just missed. And another ball. Inside. 1 out, bases empty. And that's ball 4. Tried another slurve, but couldn't find his zone.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Here's Manny Machado. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Cut on and missed at 101. And the count 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
And he grounds one to the right side. And he takes it himself for the out. Here is Aaron Judge.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
And that's outside. And that's ball 1. No score yet, but a runner at third with 2 away. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
Got a ball, 1 strike.
That's inside.
2 balls, 1 strike.
In there at the knees for a strike. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. De La Cruz on third with 2 out. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Ryan, a righty that throws with power. He features a 4-seam fastball, a curve, a changeup, and he works in a sinker.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Bobby Witt Jr. now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Check swing, called strike. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there.
1 at second, and that's 2. Back here in New York, and now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. Martinez back to work. Swings and misses. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. And there's one away. Luis Robert now. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't. There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Nick Kurtz now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Late with the swing there.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play it. Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning. Back in New York, bottom of the second, and now it's switch hitting third baseman Chipper Jones. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder, good instincts, not great speed. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. That hits the dirt, and the count 1-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Robert sizes this one up. One up, one down. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Chris, he's currently the team leader in OPS. That's in there. Strike 1.
Oh, here's a player who hits the ball a mile when he connects. In fact, Acuna is the first player in the StatCast era to hit 10 straight home runs, all traveling more than 420 feet. He's not exactly just clearing the fences out there.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. Santana collects, fires to first.
He's out.
Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Ball 1, no strikes.
Two balls, 1 strike.
And a swing and a miss.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
3-2 now. And down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Back at Yankee Stadium. Well, here we go. Top of the third. Scoreless game. Leading off, Zach Gelof. That catches the zone for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Next offering is outside. Got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. So digging in, Evan Carter. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that skips into dirt. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Puts it away for the out. So the lineup flips over. Now here is Corbin Carroll. Struck out swinging his first time. And that's a base hit into left field. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
That's a hit. Throws to second, headed for the plate. To second, but way too late. Safe there.
Back-to-back base hits. Can't handle an up-and-in fastball much better than that. I think he had to be sitting on something similar because it's very tough to adjust to a pitch like that if you're not looking for it.
Machado swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. Swings through that.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
De La Cruz stands at second with 2 gone. Pickoff throw, and he's back in safely.
In there safe.
Another throw to second, and this time he gets him, and that'll do. Back at Yankee Stadium as we go to the last of the third, and now the first baseman, Nick Kurtz. That one ripped but foul. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And next is the designated hitter, Orlando Cepeda. Tap foul at the plate. Righty delivers. Out to short. De La Cruz fires over to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Oh, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Evan Carter stands in now and watches strike 1. Strike 2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches.
No ball,
Hitters
2 strikes.
got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Swings and misses. On to the 4th. Here's Machado. Ball 1, no strikes.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not. Well, these guys showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Kurtz makes the grab, 1 away. It's Aaron Judge now. His first at bat was a strikeout. Pitch misses inside. And it's 1-0.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Swing and a miss, and 1-0-2 on the radar gun.
The catcher, number 41.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Carlos Santana. And the slider just misses. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup. Judge, the base runner at first with 1 out. Swing and a miss. That one at 1-0-1.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Line drive, takes it to the bag himself and doubles him off. Bottom of the 4th, here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Crow Armstrong goes 5 feet 11 inches, 185 pounds, a former first-round pick in 2020. That smash towards center. Robert makes the catch for the out. And there's 1 down. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Witt Jr. is one of only 2 players in AL-NL history to have 20 home runs and 20 stolen bases in each of his first 2 seasons, Boo. The other player, Julio Rodriguez.
Robert hustling after it. He makes the grab and a couple of quick outs. Next to hit, Cal Raleigh.
The catcher.
He is at the top of the game in terms of defense at the catching spot. He swings and fouls 1 off.
It's so impressive because these guys have to do so much study and preparation for their pitchers, for opposing hitters, and really their #1 job is to guide that staff through a ball game. And so when you also can turn it up offensively and be a force there, that is a win-win, every manager's dream.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. Carter makes the play, and it's out number 3. We go to the top of the 5th, and now here's big center fielder Luis Robert. Martinez back to work. And Chris, beyond the fact that he's so incredible defensively, he also can swing the stick. Up and in, 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. And here's the first baseman, Nick Kurtz. He's 0 for 1.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt his shoulder diving for Deion Sanders inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium. Gelof, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. That one ripped. And that's the 3rd out. Back in the Bronx, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Down the third baseman, Chipper Jones. And the first offering is not close. And another ball.
The rest of the lineup could learn a thing or two from this at bat right here. He's been patient, and now he's in the driver's seat with a 2-0 count.
And a big swing and a miss.
2-1.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Here's Acuna now. He's 0 for 1.
Acuna Jr.
Into the outfield, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Everything came together for him. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Swings and misses. And that's strike 1. In the dirt, blocked.
0-2.
And the runner holds. Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
In the dirt. Runner holds. Count goes to 1-2. Man at first, 1 away.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
In the dirt, but kept close. And an excellent job keeping it right there. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the...
See ya! Strikes him out for the 2nd time today. So 2 down now, and here is Nick Kurtz. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now the left fielder, Evan Carter. Strike 1.
0-1.
That misses off the outside edge. comes up empty. That's strike two.
One ball, two strikes.
Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. And a swing and a miss down on strikes, and that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Back to the top of the lineup, and here is Corbin Carroll. First pitch swinging.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Singing 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game, and before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan, and he said to me, "Hey kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit."
Nabs it, and there's 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. And now Elly De La Cruz.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2. When I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me, he said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
Missed with a changeup. 2-1. So did Super Joe give you 2 suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with 2 suits.
Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2 count.
Tried hitting 101 and it wasn't happening. That's a strikeout. And we're back. And now the DH, Orlando Cepeda.
Hitter, Orlando Cepeda.
Right through there for a strike.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
And strike 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Tosses to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. And the batter now, Evan Carter. Went down on strikes his first time through. Just missed. And he blows that one by him at 100.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
That one misses in the dirt. Home team down a run here in the bottom of the 6th. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
The center fielder.
So the batting order turns over, and now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. 0 for 2 in this one. Late swing, foul to the left. And that misses. And it's 1-1.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
2 strikes.
2 outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he strikes out the top of inning number 7. Now Machado up here. He swings and misses at the first pitch.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
0-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Here comes Aaron Judge. 1 for 2.
Aaron Judge.
Gagne measures 6 feet even, 195 pounds, and he was born in Canada. Outside low, and that's ball 2.
2 balls.
Bases empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swings through that one for strike 2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Now batting.
And here's the catcher, Carlos Santana. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. 2 outs, bases empty. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swing and a ball hammered left field. Going back. Just missed it. Back for more from the Bronx. Bottom of the 7th. And the batter will be the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. Swing and a miss.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
Yeah, that's fouled off. That to right. Drops into the glove, and there's 1 down. And now the switch hitting catcher, Cal Raleigh. Not even close there. 1-0. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that is out of play. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and he keeps putting up the K's. That's number 11. Chipper Jones getting ready to hit. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Swinging a foul straight back. Holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Gets it to first. That ends the frame. Back in the Bronx. We're at the top of the 8th. Here's the center fielder, Luis Robert Jr. Gagne back to work. That one missed. That's a little bit low.
Struggled a little bit in this one. A couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Pitch misses. 3-1.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Now here is Nick Kurtz.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. That one in triple digits. Robert gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. That K is his 3rd of the game. So up next, Zach Gelof. And there's a strike.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Here's a 1-1. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss.
One ball.
Throw to second. Tag. And they got him. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Cut on and missed. And it's a strikeout. And that is the inning. Bottom of the 8th. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr.
Ronald Acuna Jr. Now pitching. John Donaldson.
That's in there. 0-1. And that one is inside ball 1. And the next pitch is way outside. Swings through that one.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Check swing, no appeal. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. First offering, and it just misses.
Good fastball there. I think it was a purpose pitch. Just want to make that hitter's feet uncomfortable. And that location will definitely do it.
And a swing and a miss there.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And that's in the dirt.
1 strike.
Way inside. And that one fouled off. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And the tying run is on base. Next to hit, Nick Kurtz.
Now coming into pitch.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
1's the count.
1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3, but he beats it. Good hustle, and the inning continues.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
They take the force out, and that's the inning. We go to the 9th, and now Evan Carter.
Gregory Soto.
That one outside,
That's the ball.
and that is ball one. And a foul ball. And he swings over the top there.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Out to short. Over to low. And the leadoff man retired here in the ninth. And now the right fielder, Corbin Carroll. 1 for 3. And the first pitch misses for ball one. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Check swing, and he went. Now 1-2. Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth. Carter on the move. Brings it in, and there's 2 down. And now the shortstop, Elly De La Cruz.
The shortstop.
This is a true five-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. That missed by a lot. Ball one.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
There's a swing and a miss. Hits for average power, the ability to field the arm, and then the speed. Really impressive. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Swing and a ground ball out to short. And the inning is over. Back now in the Bronx. Here's the left fielder, Evan Carter. Down and away for ball one. And there's a ball.
Oh, an interesting situation. One swing, you can tie up the ball game. But if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
2 balls, 1 strike.
One-run game, bottom 9. Swing and a miss. And the count's even at 2.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes. And
a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. He's
now
2 outs away. Pete Crow
Pete
Armstrong digs in now.
Armstrong.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-1.
Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. Close one, doesn't get the call. And the count is 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And they're down to their last out. And now it's going to be Bobby Witt Jr.
Now pitching, Felix Bautista.
Gets him to chase after that one.
0-1's the count.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-2.
This could end it. Pitch
One
misses
ball,
there,
2 strikes.
and the count 1-2. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, this one was all about the pitching and defense. Outstanding job of the pitchers, really attacking hitters, trusting what the catcher was putting down, and trusting the players standing behind him to make the plays defensively. Sometimes you want to see a high-scoring game, but sometimes you can appreciate the artistic beauty of what these pitchers did on the mound today.
And a 1-0 final score here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.